Stone soup. One day, a weary traveler was passing through a village. Times were hard, and people were not particularly warm or hospitable to strangers, or to each other for that matter. They looked at the traveler with suspicion from behind closed doors and locked windows.
There's nothing to be afraid of,
he called out to the empty streets.
I'm only a simple traveler, looking for shelter for the night and a warm meal.
A door creaked open, and a face looked out cautiously.
You find nothing here, stranger? We have no food, we're weak, and our children are starving. If I was you, I'd just keep moving on. Oh, no. I have everything I need for a meal,
he said.
Actually, I was thinking of making some stone soup. Stone soup? Stone soup. And I'd be happy to share some with all of you.
And with that, he took out a large iron pot. Then he gathered some wood and lit a fire. He filled the pot with water. While the water began to boil, he opened his backpack. He took out some wooden bowls, a ladle, and then, with great ceremony, he revealed a perfectly normal-looking stone. He raised it above the pot and plopped it in.
Nothing better than a tasty stone soup,
he said to no one in particular, licking his lips. With all this activity, most of the villagers had come out of their homes or were watching from their windows.
Stone soup?
The skinny old tailor muttered.
I've never heard of such a thing.
If you ask me, I think he's lost the plot,
said his wife. The stranger heard them and smiled.
Not long now. You can have some when it's done. Trust me, this is going to be delicious. Of course, there are many varieties of stone soup. There's stone soup with lots of water, stone soup with just a little water, pebble soup, rock soup. But I have to say, stone soup with cabbage. Oh, pure delight.
Cabbage,
whispered the tailor.
Haven't we got a little cabbage?
His wife excitedly bustled about her kitchen and eventually emerged with a precious bit of cabbage. She and her husband opened their door and stepped out to join the traveler. They offered him the cabbage.
It's not much.
No, not much at all. But, well, stone soup with cabbage does sound good.
Wonderful,
cried the stranger, and expertly chopped the cabbage and added it to the soup. He continued to stir the pot, occasionally dipping his ladle in to taste, then smacking his lips with satisfaction.
It's coming on well. You know, once I had a stone soup with cabbage and a bit of salted beef. It was amazing, truly fit for a king.
Shortly, another door opened. The village butcher came trundling towards them, red-faced and huffing and puffing with excitement.
I've got a bit of beef,
he said, presenting the stranger with a small bundle.
Not much for a meal, but it'll go well in your pot.
And in went the beef. The butcher and Mr. and Mrs. Taylor looked on hungrily, a gleam of excitement in their eyes. Another door opened.
I've got a few potatoes.
And another door.
How about some carrots?
Mushrooms?
Some onions too.
And I think I've got a bunch of celery somewhere.
A crowd began to gather around the fire. Soon, the whole village was offering all kinds of things from their garden or pantry in the hope that the soup would taste better. People were laughing and smiling, telling jokes
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
and even playing music.
Oh, this is the most fun I've had in years.
Laughed an old lady to the village in general. By this time, the soup was starting to smell really good. The traveller took another sip of the soup. Everyone looked on expectantly, in silence.
It's done.
He declared. And then he began to ladle generous servings of soup into bowls and handed them around.
Outstanding!
Marvelous.
Delicious.
Excellent!
Wonderful.
Everyone thanked the traveller for the marvelous stone soup. The village elder approached the stranger and asked,
We don't have much money, but we would dearly like to buy your magic stone.
The traveller smiled and replied,
It was not this ordinary stone that made the soup taste so good.
The villagers gasped.
It was all the other ingredients that all of you so generously contributed. Sometimes in life, just like with this stone soup, if everybody pitches in just a little and gives what they can, if we all work together, we can work wonders.
The villagers thanked the traveller, even in hard times. In fact, especially in hard times, the villagers became kinder and more helpful to one another. By working together, no task or challenge was too great for them to overcome. Stone Soup is a literary magazine and website written and illustrated by children. They have been inspiring under 13-year-olds to read, write, and create their own artworks for publication since 1973. Now, as well as 11 issues of Stone Soup magazine every year, they constantly publish fresh new writing and reviews at their website, stonesoup.com, as well as producing a series of books all by kids. They are based in Santa Cruz, California, and have a community of readers and contributors all around the world who love the selection of great short stories and poetry, beautiful art, and photography, and thought-provoking reviews that they publish. All of it by children. Why not get a bit of Stone Soup's inspiration into your life? Find out more by visiting them at stonesoup.com. You'll be amazed at just how creative kids can be, just like you.
Hey guys, if you like this episode, please share it with your friends and family. It is one of the best ways to support BKFK Storytime.